Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Navy midshipmen, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Falcons offense will have the ball first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They'll run the option. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Air Force! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backward.
Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Catch in the middle. It's Clayton.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And now on second down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. Caught behind the line. It's James. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Quarterback gets the first down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll try to blast their way in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The option look. Quick toss. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Air Force has it back in the Falcon. Returns to the field. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Using his legs, it's Rice. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Finds his back in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Navy now with a big fourth down play as we open the period. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same...
It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the run, it's Rice. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the out route. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Sticks it in his belly. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Taylor wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Caught in the backfield, it's James. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're nose to nose at the midfield stripe on 4th and inches. Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Taylor wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Leaves it with the back. Looking for room at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Now on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his target down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Uncorks one. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Bringing the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Falcons, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Falcons!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Taylor wants to throw. Got his man on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking deep down the right side. Makes a grab for a big play. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And how about this offense responding late in the 1st half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. 1st drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
They'll go to the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. Run it with the fullback. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see him, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Give to the fullback. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Give to the big fullback. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just had...
Touchdown, Navy! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Taylor wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. Look out, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
There he goes! Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the fullback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he look.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas.
Taylor wants to throw.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Navy! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. On the option.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Zings it complete to the right.
You got to give it to the defense. Took all of the quarterback's options away down the field. They forced them to check it down, and they were rallying around that fullback. Hats to the football, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. Power football with the run. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Navy offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Reeder. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll do it himself. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Breaks the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They want that clock to run. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll send out the kicker here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put up forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on